The room was buzzing long before anyone sensed trouble. Studio lights glowed like midday sun, the audience clapped on cue, and the band hit smooth transitions that made everything feel safe, polished, controlled. On the surface, it looked like another feel-good TV moment, a legend meeting a modern powerhouse, respect meeting admiration, history shaking hands with the present. Jennifer Hudson stood center stage, confident, smiling, holding her mic like she'd done 1,000 times before. And then there was Chaka Khan, a living icon, a woman whose voice had carried generations through love, heartbreak, joy, and survival. She walked onto that stage with grace, but also with something else, a quiet firmness, like someone who knows exactly who she is and what she will not tolerate anymore. At first, nobody expected anything more than laughter, compliments, and nostalgia. That's what these moments are designed for. But here's the thing about live television. Sometimes truth slips through the cracks. Sometimes old wounds don't stay buried. And sometimes one sharp sentence can turn admiration into confrontation. What unfolded next wasn't planned, wasn't rehearsed, and definitely wasn't supposed to end the way it did. Because in just a few minutes, respect would turn into tension, smiles would harden, and one of music's greatest legends would make a decision that stunned everyone watching. Chaka Khan didn't just leave a stage that day. She walked away from a moment that crossed a line. Chaka Khan's story didn't begin with applause or standing ovations. Long before she was crowned the Queen of Funk, she was a young woman navigating an industry that didn't always value her voice beyond what it could sell. She came up in a time when women, especially Black women, were expected to give everything: talent, pain, personality, and ask for nothing in return. Her rise wasn't smooth. It was earned through grit, late nights, battles with record labels, and personal struggles she's never tried to glamorize. Over the decades, Chaka became more than a singer. She became a symbol, a reminder that power doesn't have to be loud to be commanding. She survived addiction, public scrutiny, and the kind of pressure that quietly breaks people behind closed doors. And while she's been open about parts of her journey, she's also been clear about one thing: her story belongs to her, not to headlines, not to hosts chasing viral moments. Jennifer Hudson, on the other hand, represents a different generation. Her journey is also rooted in pain and perseverance. From early rejection to unimaginable personal loss, Jennifer rose with a voice that carried both vulnerability and strength. She became beloved not just for her talent, but for her relatability. When Jennifer speaks, people feel like she means it. That's why her platform is so powerful. And that's also why what happened next felt so heavy. The stage brought together two women with shared experiences, but very different boundaries. One came prepared to celebrate legacy. The other came prepared to connect emotionally. And somewhere in between, the balance was lost. The conversation started off easy. Jennifer praised Chaka's influence, her timeless voice, her impact on music. Chaka smiled politely, nodding, offering short but gracious responses. The audience leaned in, enjoying the warmth between them. It felt like a passing of the torch moment, respect flowing both ways. But then the questions shifted, slowly, subtly. Jennifer's tone softened, her words more personal, more probing. She referenced struggle, then resilience, then pain. Each question edged closer to territory Chaka hadn't come to discuss. You could see it in her posture, the way her shoulders stiffened, the way her smile stopped reaching her eyes. At first, she redirected gracefully. She brought answers back to her music, her recent projects, her legacy. She was trying to steer the ship without rocking it. But Jennifer kept pressing, framing the questions as inspiration, as lessons for the audience. And that's when the air changed. What nobody expected was the sharpness in Jennifer's next comment. It wasn't loud. It wasn't cruel on the surface, but it was pointed, a reminder of Chaka's past struggles, delivered under bright lights, framed as something the audience needed to hear. Chaka paused, not the kind of pause that fills time, but the kind that fills space. The room went quiet. Even the band seemed to hold its breath. When she looked back at Jennifer, the warmth was gone. "I told you backstage I didn't want to go there," Chaka said, her voice calm but unmistakably firm. Jennifer tried to smile it off, explaining that she thought it could help people, that it was coming from a place of respect. But here's the twist: intent doesn't erase impact, and Chaka wasn't hearing respect. She was hearing a boundary being ignored. She leaned forward slightly, eyes locked on Jennifer. "You don't get to decide what parts of my life are open for discussion," she said. Not yelling, not dramatic, just honest. And somehow that made it more powerful. The audience shifted uncomfortably. This wasn't in the script. This wasn't supposed to happen. Jennifer attempted to pivot to smooth it over, but the damage was done. The word that was never supposed to be said had already been said. The line that wasn't supposed to be crossed had been crossed. Chaka stood up, slowly, deliberately. She reached for her microphone and removed it, the soft click echoing louder than applause ever could. "I'm not doing this," she said. "Not like this." Jennifer stood too now, her confidence shaken, her voice suddenly unsure. She apologized again, saying she didn't mean to hurt her, but Chaka shook her head. "This isn't about meaning to," she said. "This is about listening." With that, she turned toward the edge of the stage. No shouting, no tears, just resolve. As she walked away, the studio fell into stunned silence. Cameras followed her instinctively, then hesitated, unsure whether to keep rolling or cut away. Jennifer remained frozen, eyes glossy, hands trembling slightly. She looked out at the audience, then back toward the exit Chaka had disappeared through. In that moment, the power dynamic had completely flipped. After the break, clips of the moment were already circulating online. Social media exploded. Some praised Chaka for standing her ground, for protecting her story. Others criticized Jennifer, accusing her of exploiting trauma for ratings. A few defended Jennifer, saying her heart was in the right place. But one thing was clear: nobody was indifferent. Behind the scenes, Jennifer sat quietly, replaying the moment in her head. She hadn't meant to cause harm, but intention didn't stop the fallout. Producers whispered. Assistants avoided eye contact. The weight of the moment settled in. Chaka, meanwhile, sat in her dressing room, silent, not angry, not shaken, just tired. Tired of having to explain why no means no. Tired of being expected to bear her scars on demand. For decades, she had given the world her voice. That didn't mean the world owned her pain. The emotional impact rippled far beyond that stage. For Jennifer, it was a humbling reminder of the responsibility that comes with a platform. She later addressed the moment, acknowledging that she crossed a line, that she should have listened better. It wasn't a scripted apology. It was raw, and that mattered. For Chaka, it reinforced something she already knew. Protecting your peace sometimes means walking away, even when the lights are on and the world is watching. Fans saw themselves in that moment. People who've had their boundaries ignored, people who've been asked to relive trauma for someone else's comfort, people who've learned, sometimes too late, that silence isn't always grace. And maybe that's why the moment lingered, because it wasn't just celebrity drama, it was human. In the end, no one really won, but something important was said without words. Respect isn't proven by praise alone. It's proven by listening. by honoring what someone asks you not to touch. Chaka Khan walked off that stage with her dignity intact. Jennifer Hudson stayed behind with a lesson she'll carry forever. And the audience was left with a moment that couldn't be edited, packaged, or forgotten. Because sometimes the most powerful statement isn't made into a microphone. Sometimes it's made by turning it off, standing up, and choosing yourself.